Yo, what's going on everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be bringing to you the review and who you should choose of the 8th inning program. It was just dropped today on the 15th of October, and it looks like a pretty damn good one, so we're going to do a review and who you should be choosing in this program. Before we do, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn your notifications on, leave a like on the video, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them as quickly as possible. Also, make sure you give me a follow on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. All three links will be in the description below, so give me a follow on 3 platforms. I highly appreciate if you would, all right? But without further ado, let's get into this 8th inning program. In this 8th inning program, you got 28 days, unlike the last one that was only 3 weeks. This one is your normal 4 weeks. With that being said, you got your collections to get 50k XP with the 7th inning bosses. Then you got actually 2 collections right off rip where you can get Yadier Molina, where you get him from the daily moments. You got to evolve him into the Gold Glove. That's 20k. And then Wade Davis. I have Wade Davis already, so that's the other 20k. So right off rip, if you have all these 4 cards, you get 90k. Then there's the 8th inning back conquest where you can get 35k XP. And then you have your missions, which each are, or the first 2 are 7,500, and then you got the next 4 that are 5,000. So 20,000 here, 27.5, and then my math is probably gonna be off, but 35. Just kidding, it's gonna be on 35k right off rip with these missions and with these missions. Some of them are online. You got 10 wins, and then the ones that say extra innings are all you have to do them in extra innings. So there's that. With that being said, then there's also your daily missions that they will give you. You can switch them up if you get a new mission by pressing square if you don't want to do that particular one. The exchanges ones are always easy, so make sure you do your exchanges every day so you get some XP. Now we'll get into the meat and potatoes of this thing. So first we'll start off at the 100k mark. You get the 8th inning Henchmen pack, where there's Blake Snell, Ryan Klesko, and Troy Percival. Out of these 3 cards, it's just to pick them. There's nothing that's really going to stand out or be on your squad at this point. It's, if you still got something that you need towards collections, whatever you need the most, go ahead and go pick that, okay? You got Blake Snell. He does have 111 hits per 9, but he only throws a 4-seam curveball, changeup, slider. Those just aren't the meta pitches. So his hits per 9 is actually usable at this point in the year, but the hit per 9 is not going to be, the pitches are not going to be good enough. He doesn't even have outlier on his fastball, so just doesn't make a cut. And he only has 95 stamina. That's not good at all. Ryan Klesko, not even a bench bat at this point against righties, 104, 100. Just doesn't do it. He does have a nice swing, but like I said, at this point in the year, just doesn't do it, not even for a bench bat. Then you got Troy Percival. He has amazing hits per 9 and K per 9. His walks per 9 and the control are kind of low. His velo's kind of good too at 95. Only a 4-seam 12-6 slider changeup. Those pitches just don't really pique my interest. If he had a cutter, he may be a little bit interesting as a 5th pitch, but doesn't have that either. So pitch control's not that great either. He just doesn't make the cut in the bullpen at this point of the year because he doesn't have that sinker or cutter. Then we move over to the 8th inning classics, where we do have a really good one, 175k. You got your Mitch Garver, your Blake Treinen, and your Brian Anderson. All these guys, well, 2 of these guys were from MLB 19 when we did the fan vote, and then Treinen is from MLB 18 when he had an amazing season with the A's as a closer. The clear-cut choice, in my opinion, for this pack is going to be Blake Treinen, but we'll get into him last. Brian Anderson is the least favorite, even though I am a Marlins fan. I do have to say that he's not very good at all. 93 contact versus right, 74 versus left, 84 power versus right, 96 versus left, 85 fielding, 55 speed. Sure, he has good fielding, not good speed, and not good hitting attributes. He can play anywhere except for short and catcher, but again, just not good at all at this point of the year. Mitch Garver, catcher. He's got a catcher with some pop. This is the year where he went off and he hit a bunch of bombs in very low amount of at-bats. 74 contact versus right, 105 versus left, 114 power versus right, and 123 versus left, 66 fielding, 43 speed. Nice fun card to use in BR, but in ranked seasons, just doesn't make the cut. I mean, even you can't even make the argument even with the +5. Sure, the power gets up way up there, but the contact versus right is still very, very low. And then Blake trying to clear-cut choice. 31 stamina as a reliever. That's pretty good. 118 hit per 9, 106 K per 9, 86 walks per 9, 89 control, 99 velo, 99 break. So he's got it all: control, velocity, break, hits per 9. That 118 can get up to 123. That stamina gets up to 36. He's just really good. And he has a sinker cutter, and his sinker has outlier on it. So he does throw the piss out of it. You got sinker, slider, 4-seam, cutter, 2-seam. I kind of wanted to see a changeup, but it is what it is. I mean, he's got that sinker, cutter, and a slider. That combo right there is going to be devastating. 91 pitch control on that sinker. 86 pitch control on that slider. 4-seamers at 96. Cutters at 93 pitch control. And then the 2-seamers at 81. It is his 5th pitch. Still pretty good pitch control as a 5th pitch. And then break, he's got 97 on the sinker, 99 on the slider, 76 on the 4-seamer, 93 on the cutter. The 3 main pitches that you want have at least 93 or better break. That's amazing. And 2-seamer only has 71. The main pitches you're going to be using have the best control and the best break. So that's what matters. Blake Treinen, go ahead and pick him. Put him in your bullpen right away. He's a top reliever in the game. And we're going to go now over to the meat and potatoes of this thing. The 8th inning bosses. This is what you're waiting for. I'm going to go to from my least favorite to my most favorite, and who you should be picking at the end. So first is going to be Chris Sale. I don't think Chris Sale is very good. 101 hits per 9, that's very low. Yes, you can make the argument, well, he has a glitch delivery. Still, that 101 hits per 9 is very, very low at this point of the year. Can only get up to 106. PCIs are going to be very big. Most of the guys that people have in their lineup have 125 contact versus lefties. He just ain't it, in my opinion. With that being said, though, they did give him a sinker instead of a 2-seamer. He has a 4-seam slider circle change sinker, so that is very different because he usually has a 2-seamer as his 4th pitch. But even then, still not good, in my opinion. I mean, he could come out and dice me up, but that hit per 9 makes him not very enticing. He does have 110 stamina, so you can go the full game. 98 walks per 9 and 96 control with 96 velo, 99 break. So he has great control, good velo. He doesn't have outlier on the fastball, so that's another thing. If he had outlier, you can make the argument, but he doesn't have that outlier. Pitch control, he's got great pitch control, though. 99 on the 4-seamer, 93 on the slider, circle change at 99, sinkers at 95. I mean, that's just amazing. The par should be great. You should be dotting, but we can get to a lot of spots. We can get to spots outside the strike zone now. Inside the strike zone, it's going to get tattooed. Pitch break, 99 on the 4-seam, 99 on the slider, 96 on the circle change, and the sinker only has 81. I kind of wish that was in the 90s. That would make him a little bit more enticing, but again, 101 hit per 9 is just no reason to have him in your rotation. Then secondly, it's going to be Ernie Banks. Primary shortstop with a secondary at third base. It's going to be his 1958 MVP year. Last year they gave him 1959. This year's 1958. And he's an all-around absolute G, except for speed, but he's got 103 contact versus right with 122 power versus right. Pretty much maxed out power versus right. 114 contact versus left and 102 power versus left. So he's reverse splits on the power side, and then contact side, he's just a normal, better against lefties as a right-handed hitter. At P5, though, that gets up to 108, 125 versus right, and 119, 107 versus left. That's really damn good, especially for a shortstop. That is very, 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 very good. 92 fielding off rips. He's got diamond defense. That gets up to 97 fielding with 83 arm. Gets up to 88, and then he also has 86 reaction. That gets up to 91, so that's very good. He's going to play very good defense at short, and he'll only have 54 speed, so it gets up to 59. So that might hold him back a little bit with the range at short, but overall, he should be very good at shortstop. This is a very good card, but there's one card that just sticks out way too much that he needs to be the clear-cut choice, and that's going to be Willie Mays, 300 club card, because he hit 660 bombs with 338 bags. This is a Tyler O'Neill Lightning card on steroids. Primary center field, but this year he could play first, left, and right. So this is a very interesting. They've never given him a first base secondary on his 99 overall. This year he can do it. So if you wanted to put you know, if you want to make that speed squad, he's definitely your starting first baseman. Him or Jackie Robinson, of course. With that being said, he's got 117 contact versus right, 118 contact versus left, very balanced. And then he has 113 power versus right and 123 power versus left. Again, very balanced. At P5, he gets to 122 versus right, 123 versus left. So both contacts get over 120, almost maxed out. And versus right, power gets to 118, 125 at parallel 5. This card at P5 is just absolutely ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I mean, off rip, he's ridiculous, but at P5, it's just completely ridiculous. 99 fielding, 96 arm, 98 reaction. Can play diamond defense anywhere he plays, and once at parallel 3, he gets to 99 arm. I mean, what more do you want? 94 speed, 91 steal. Last year, they gave him an MVP card that had good speed, but no steal. This year, he gets to steal back like he had in MLB 19 when he was first introduced. And that parallel 5 boost gets him to 99 speed, which we've never had from Willie Mays. That is absolutely amazing to see. And his steal gets up to 96. This guy is and should be in your lineup. And I'm going to say he should be your leadoff hitter. I'm going to put him as my leadoff hitter above Mickey just because he has the speed with the stealing. If I want to get cute and try to steal, he's the guy to do it. But anyways, this is your 8th inning program. There's very good cards. 2 cards that you need to have in this program. One of them was the 8th inning classic flashback Blake Treinen, and then your second one is going to be Willie Mays. That's your boss that you should be picking. That's the boss I'm going to be picking, and I cannot wait to use him. So that is the rundown on this 8th inning program. Overall, it is a big W, especially since that Blake Treinen was added. I'm telling you, you get 2 cards that you can put in your God Squad right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn your notifications on. Leave a like on the video. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them as quickly as possible. Also, make sure you give me a follow on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. All 3 links will be in the description below, so give me a follow on 3 platforms. I highly appreciate if you would, alright? Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Love y'all. Peace.